Good morning, Dopey. Your favorite podcast. Now a YouTube show.
Good morning, Dopey, and welcome to another episode of Good Morning Dopey. My name is Dave, the host of Good Morning Dopey, as well as Dopey, the podcast on drugs, addiction, and dumb shit. And today, I am joined by my dear friend, Aurora. Hi, Aurora.
Hi.
Do you love being on Good Morning Dopey?
Yes, I do. I'm honored to be here, Dave.
Last time you were on, you were kind of stunk up the joint. You were distracted. You weren't paying attention. You got a lot of stuff going on. And today, are you ready to make up for that horrible first appearance that you had?
I was in a real crisis last time.
What happened?
Self-centered fear.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how did you get out of it?
I mean, I black out sometimes. I was blacked out through that whole fucking recording.
Excellent.
But you know what? It helped talking to you.
We also are joined by.
Don't abuse me.
That's part of the deal. I figure some abuse is coming to me, so I wanted to get a quick shot in early. You want to see someone to abuse? Howie, show yourself in this stupid hat. Look at that.
Wow.
And he also has the Aurora, and I want to save this for you.
Why would you abuse me?
Howie has the worst taste in music in the history of music.
The best taste in music.
If you thought Chris had bad taste in music, Howie likes like Evanescence and like California ska, Goldfinger. It's like the stuff that he listens to. It's just
the best.
It's so odd, and he hates the Grateful Dead, and he loves Evanescence. What was the other band you love? That horrible the
No Doubt.
Yeah, No Doubt.
Oh my God. Okay. No.
Okay, let's see Aurora again. Get Howie out of here. All right, spiritual Aurora. Today, you're gonna read it.
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna
March
read
13th.
The daily reflection. March
Yes,
13th.
ma'am. Yes.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Stop talking. A world of the spirit. We have entered the world of the spirit. Our next function is to grow in understanding and effectiveness. This is not an overnight matter. It should continue for our lifetime. The word entered and the phrase entered into the world of the spirit are very significant. They imply action, a beginning, getting into, a prerequisite to maintaining my spiritual growth. The spirit being the immaterial part of me. Barriers to my spiritual growth are self-centeredness and a materialistic focus on worldly things. Spirituality means devotion to spiritual instead of worldly things. It means obedience to God's will for me. I understand spiritual things to be unconditional love, joy, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, self-control, and humility. Anytime I allow selfishness, dishonesty, resentment, and fear to be a part of me, I block out spiritual things. As I maintain my sobriety, growing spiritually becomes a lifelong process. My goal is spiritual growth, accepting that I'll never have spiritual perfection.
Man, you read that so good.
Really?
So good. Yeah, I think you should read all of them. You sound so good. That was a great daily reflection too.
That's it. It's one I had bookmarked.
Really? Why? What did you like about it?
I mean, it's powerful, right? It's reminds us to get into action.
It's interesting because before we started the daily reflection, I decided to insult Howie's music taste. We were talking about, I need to start exercising a lot more. And Aurora was suggesting a Peloton. And Howie was saying how a Peloton is a frivolous waste of money. Not that exercising is frivolous, because Howie rides his recumbent bike. He doesn't even know what recumbent means, just so we're clear. Howie, come on the screen. Please. What does recumbent mean, Howard?
I believe it means like something that you sit on.
No, can't be. That can't be what it means. Aurora, do you know what recumbent means?
Doesn't it mean like you're leaning back, like you're sitting back? Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. So like,
I'm gonna Google it.
There's something about materialism that reminds me of Peloton, right? That it's like you're paying for this thing, but at the same time, your reward can be much bigger than the bouginess of the brand, right, Aurora?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Peloton would be good for you because it makes it super simple, very easy, like to just get on and do. And I think the connection, I think the community aspect of it, like the music, having an instructor, someone to tell you what to do, connecting, feeling like part of this leaderboard, like a
Can
little
I ask you a
healthy
question?
competition.
If Howie was on Peloton, could he have a playlist with like Linkin Park and Evanescence and like Limp Bizkit and stuff like that?
He can search out those bands and find instructors that have those songs. Yeah.
So you're going to find an instructor that has Grateful Dead?
Aurora said
Yeah.
they have it.
Yeah, man. Dennis.
My God.
I don't need a Grateful Dead. I mean, that's the
I
thing.
would put the bike on top of me.
I'm kind of
listen to that.
I'm kind of like I would what Howie does, right? He has a recumbent bike, a music stand, and an iPad Pro. He watches YouTube as he pedals like a madman. Would you wear the hat when you do it or no?
No. I'm
No hat.
practically naked. Imagine that.
All right, just relax. Please take it easy.
But I think it is important to have that mind-body connection, so to not just be like mindlessly watching television or YouTube, but to actually be thinking about what you're doing. So I think it's important to be focused and like on the work itself.
I feel like I would like both. I think I would like to be totally divorced from the work and watching videos, but I see both sides of the coin. But let's get into the daily reflection also, because this daily reflection is, I think it's better than most, because it really talks about spirituality, entering the world of the spirit, the action of doing that, right? Because I often feel cut off from spirituality, and I often I can say that I pray every day, but like some prayers don't feel particularly impactful. It seems like I'm just saying something sometimes, and like to have the connection, like what really is happening when you make the spiritual connection for you?
You're asking me?
Yeah, I know. I mean, I think for me, it's like it's turning something on in my head. It's like willing. It's making a decision. It's like weird though, because you can't really describe how you turn on the spiritual light or whatever, right?
I mean, I think it is like this daily reflection says, it's the act of seeking. Like as soon as I ask the question of like, oh, prayer, or oh, God's will, or, even attending a meeting kind of opens that up for me, reminds me of all these, spiritual principles or seeking God's will. So it's that action, I think, that turns it on.
Right. So that's okay. That's awesome. I think that's a great way to end this daily reflection. You turn it on through will, and it's on because you decide it is on. And it's as simple as that, right?
And I think it's an important note in this that it talks about material things, right? Because as alcoholics, addicts, like I think are very focused on worldly
Especially
objects.
You're very focused. Yeah. When I went to visit Aurora, we like breakfast was like $50 and it was like nothing, right? That's some
What are
bougie
you talking
market.
about?
That bougie market you like? Remember that bougie market with the orange juice
yeah.
was like $15 for a pint? What the fuck
Hey,
is up with that?
It was close. It's close to the apartment. It's a block away. It was convenient.
Delicious too, I have to say. All right, thank you, Aurora. Stay strong. Thank you, Howard. Nice hat. Stay strong, Dopey Nation, and fucking toodles for Chris.
Dopey, I'm face down on the floor. Dopey, please sir, can I have some more? Dopey.